Hi, I'm Brooke Dunn. I'm the Communications and Marketing Coordinator for the town of Breckenridge. Last night we had a town council meeting and I am joined by Mayor Kelly Owens to talk about it. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Welcome to 2025.
I know, crazy. We did just have our first meeting of 2025 and I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, we had great feedback on the fireworks, which was really exciting. So hopefully everybody had a good holidays, and Uller was a big success.
Yes.
The race of the Santas was wonderful. So we've had a really good month, and now we're ready to get back to work.
I agree. Well, let's just kick it off strong and let's talk about the site tour that you went and took at Timberline.
Yeah, so we know from our community that we are really always looking for opportunities to put more kids in care. Timberline was a wonderful partner with us, and they were very willing to look into adding another classroom in their school so that they can add some more kids. The result of that is that we're going to have 12 more kids in our community in care. It's a beautiful facility, all of Timberline is, but they did a really nice addition. They worked with a good construction company, and we're thrilled with what they've done there, and look forward to having those kiddos playing outside and getting all that education before they get into the school system so that they're really ready and to be wonderful community members.
That's great. I know that's kind of been a very big issue for town council, a very big focus for you guys, so I think that's a great step forward.
We do too. We always have good partnership with all of the schools in the county, but you know, putting more kids in care has been something that we'd love to do. We're always looking for that opportunity, and so this is exciting.
Great. Well, let's just jump right in and let's fast forward a little bit. Let's talk about the 4th of July. It kind of seems weird to talk about it, but we did have a little bit of a discussion about 4th of July fireworks and kind of a show that we would be putting on.
Yeah, great point. We heard from our community, many of the business owners in town, that last year we really experienced a wonderful parade, and then most people actually left the town and went elsewhere for the rest of the celebration. And so what we're really looking for to do as a community is to make sure that those guests who are already here, they've already driven here, already parked their cars, stay here and celebrate the entire holiday with us. So there are a lot of different options for us, of course, but one of the very cool options is a bubble art that's called Spark, and we are looking into that, whether that would be the right thing for our community. We have a group of events folks who are really looking into, is this the right arts program for us? And then also, is 4th of July the right time to do it? 4th of July is on a Friday this year, so more people will come to town and be in town already. So we just want to make sure we're not overwhelming the community with people, but that we have something for everyone to gather and celebrate during that time.
I know I really enjoy a lot of the 4th of July celebrations that we already have going on, so anything extra would just be amazing to see that.
Yeah, I agree, and we know we don't want to go back to fireworks. Obviously, for many reasons, it's not the right thing for us anymore, but we would like to have a celebration that the community can enjoy, so we'll keep looking and find what's right.
I know you guys will do a great job with that.
Thank you.
Well, a little bit more relevant right now is the International Snow Sculpture Championships going on. What can you tell us about that?
Well, this is really everyone's favorite week of the year as far as visiting Breckenridge and having some real just talent in our community. The snow sculptures start on the 20th, and we're already packing the blocks. I don't know if you've seen them out there. The rec center, the ski area has been a great partner. They have wonderful fresh water, and everybody talks about the quality of our snow for the sculptures. So we get a bunch of people to go out and pack those blocks and actually create them on site. And then coming up the 20th, we will start actually sculpting them. So the sculpting goes from the 20th to the 24th, and then the 25th is a Saturday. That's the first day that they're completed, but you do have to have reservations to access them that day. And it's free reservation, but it's just so busy that we're really trying to be strategic about when people arrive, when they park, and when they go in to look at the sculptures. So we really suggest that you go ahead and take a look on the 26th through the 29th. and it's supposed to be very cold, so they should hold up really well. And then we do have something really cool called AIR, and that is a visual interpretation device that helps people who are low vision to be able to go out there and experience that art, by being told kind of what the sculptures look like. So we're really excited. Just in the scheme of being welcoming, we're happy to have this capability to let people who have different abilities come in and see this wonderful programming.
It's amazing. I mean, the talent that these people have is absolutely incredible, and you never know what you're going to get, so it's really cool to go see.
Yeah, I completely agree. Every year is a new experience, and we always look forward to it.
I can't wait to go see them.
Me too.
Let's talk a little bit about our ADA transition plan and kind of next steps. What can you tell us about that?
All right, so we really want to be ADA compliant, but we obviously live in a town that's very historic, and many of these buildings are super, super old. So we had sort of an overall report done that laid out what we need to do and what we can do over the next decade. So we've made a commitment to make sure that we have $300,000 per year, every year for the next 10 years, and that every year we would be chipping off at different projects to make our town more accessible to all the folks who come here. And it's going to be a lot of work, but we are really excited to get into it and make sure that people can come here and enjoy themselves and get around safely.
I know that our ADA coordinator and our consultants have done a really thorough job kind of looking at everything we could possibly need to be compliant. So I think our transition plan and the next steps are really going to be very successful.
I agree, and the town of Breck just has wonderful staff who are really dedicated to this, and I know that Danny and the other groups are just going to take this and run with it, and we're excited to see that progress.
I agree. I think it's going to be a really great step forward. Let's talk a little bit about our Breckenridge Social Equity Advisory Commission. They kind of gave us a little year in review. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, they went over the different events that they were a part of this year and some different strategic relationships that they've been developing. And we're just so grateful to that group. They are helping us build trust in the community, and that's a very important step for the town of Breckenridge to really lift up voices who haven't had a seat at the table in the past. And the folks who have given their time to be part of that commission are just really wonderful and open and guiding us in this process. So we're excited to see what they're going to come up with, and they've been working so hard in the community already that we're thrilled to have them.
Yeah, they're doing an amazing job, and I know Flor is amazing. I love working with her, so it's been a really good impact in the community.
I couldn't agree more. Flor is a wonderful person, and she is a leader for sure, so we're very lucky to have her.
I agree. Lastly, let's talk a little bit about our exterior lighting code. We had a little bit of changes. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the lighting code has actually been, for 17 years, we've had this code that has really been trying to increase the understanding and compliance with making sure that lights are pointed at the ground and that we're doing everything we can to sort of preserve the dark sky environment. We're really excited about this code, and we're hoping that as people start to understand what we're doing with it and why we're doing that, people will be accepting and wanting to come along with us. We live in such a gorgeous place. We're really nestled right in the middle of wildlife habitat and migratory corridors, and then also there are a lot of tourists that want to be in a place where you can actually see the stars. And it's an important part of who we are as Breckenridge, and we don't have to get there tomorrow, but we've been working diligently, like I said, for 17 years to get there, and I think we really are in an exciting place to make that next transition. We're trying to have everyone be compliant by July 1st, which gives us about 6 months. And then we're kicking off an educational campaign to just help people understand you don't have to go out and replace every light on your building. We really want you to retrofit because we're not trying to create a bunch more waste. We don't want all of this stuff going to scrap. And so we're trying to be really environmentally responsible by allowing people to do all sorts of retrofits, even to light bulbs that are better and pointed at the ground, more focused light. And so we think this is a great thing. And as we have more discussions and get feedback from people, we always want to hear what works, what doesn't work, and we're just going to work together as a community. And I think we'll get there. Mm-hmm. It's an exciting step, and sometimes people don't have all the information. It sounds expensive or difficult. You don't even need an electrician for most of the transition that needs to happen here. So we think that it's very doable and look forward to working with the community on this.
Yeah, and I will say, you can kind of tell the difference when you're walking around and there's a lot more light pollution versus when there's not. You can tell that, it's a different kind of experience in town.
Absolutely. I mean, even staying overnight in Denver, you notice the color of the sky, you can't see stars, and it's just very different. People come here for that experience, and I certainly, as a community member, want that to be representative of our home. So I'm really looking forward to continuing forward on this path.
I agree. And I know that you guys are doing your due diligence, staff is doing their due diligence, and I think, come July 1st, I think it'll be a very positive experience for everyone.
I agree.
Well, thank you so much for your time and your time last night, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.